guys, hello everyone. My name is Deepak. I am faculty at Success Mantra for English language. Guys, we have been running a series where we're discussing about the vocabulary and the passage part, which are integral part of the CLAT exam. What we according to the latest pattern that we have seen, guys, there is only two things which are the most important part to prepare for CLAT. One is to have the very sound knowledge of reading, or reading means like you need to be a very good reader. You need to be voracious for reading. So we all have to be very good at reading part. And the second important part, because there are approx 27 passages overall, so we need to be very good at vocabulary as well. So you will see 6 passages coming in CLAT, 6 passages in the other part of the overall. If we see the exam, there will be approx 25 to 27 passages there which we all have to cover. So now I'm going through with one passage. Last time we covered the vocabulary part. Today we are going to discuss about one passage which is based on the employment exchange. Employment exchange has been an organization where we need to get ourselves registered to get any government job, but nowadays it is getting obsolete, or probably this kind of red tapeism government is like getting rid of like they're not following these kind of red tapeism where you need to get yourself registered to apply for any government job and all that. So it has become to an extent obsolete these days. So now we'll be discussing a passage regarding employment exchange. I will show you some slides. I will tell you what are the important points that we all have to keep in our mind. And later on there will be an 8 question which will be a mix of vocabulary and the comprehension. So we have to go through with all those 8 questions and we'll be going through that. Okay. Chaliye guys, let's start with the one. I'll give you 1 minute to read the slide, and I'll will give you an opportunity to read it. And I want you to start it, guys. Employment exchanges, like employment exchanges where we need to get ourselves registered if we are applying for any government job. Okay, employment exchanges where we need to get ourselves registered when we are applying for any government job. Now what we need to do, first of all, to sort out the passage, guys, we should have very sound vocabulary part. We should have very sound comprehension part. If we are not having very good comprehension or not looking for the vocabulary, would be very difficult to understand the overall picture of the passage. So guys, there is a word surviving, you can say the surviving bastion. Bastion is basically called as the stronghold. Bastion is basically called as the stronghold. Like Delhi is a bastion for Aam Aadmi Party. Gujarat is a bastion for BJP. Like from the last 20 years, Gujarat has been a bastion for like your BJP party. You can see now the UP is a bastion. Earlier it was a bastion for Mayawati, and it was bastion for Mayawati and the second party Akhilesh Yadav, the Mulayam Singh Yadav. Okay, and now it has become a bastion for BJP. So bastion where you can see where someone is having a strong hold. So employment exchange where there was a bastion means that was a Babudam bastion. Babudam is basically used for the government officials. So in like you can say the bureaucracy, Babudam is basically used for government official, or you can say if I talk about the dum ka matlab freedom, fiefdom. So dum, babudam means babu is a slang which is used for government official. We should avoid using that. ठीक है ना? So we should avoid using the babudam kind of a word for, or especially we should not call the government official babu. That's a I would say what you can say that's the moniker given to them, which is not good. Okay. So it's a surviving bastion for babudam, मतलब जहाँ पे सरकारी ऑफिसर्स का राज चलता था या राज चलता है बोल सकते हो. Face the prospect of becoming irrelevant in the era of reform. It means now this employment exchange is going obsolete. It is not very much in the use. It seems to be a little bit irrelevant kind of stuff. Even in the heart of capital, the premises are often dilapidated. Guys, now it is extremely important for all of us to know the meaning of these words. Dilapidated structure. Dilapidated means I saw a dilapidated building. So dilapidated means like in a very, very tattered condition. You can say the very, very tattered condition, in a very worst condition, you can say, which is not well managed. You must have seen some post office or the government offices which are not in a very, very good conditions. So these offices were also, carrying the same kind of condition. In a dilapidated structure, you can say the overall structure was not good looking, and there was a lot of, the old building where, you can see the lot of squalidity, lot of dinginess. So that kind of stuff was there. So that is why they are calling it as a dilapidated structure with dirty passages and manned by surly staff. Dirty passages मतलब जिसके रास्ते बड़े गंदे थे guys, right? And the surly staff, these are word very important. Surly is basically, you can say, the rude or probably the one who does not have a sense of talking. And there is a famous saying for this, like for the SBI staff, that SBI staff is a very, very surly staff. I'm not, pinpointing anyone, but surly staff means the one who does not have a sense of talking, probably very, very rude, very, very, you can say, the Batmis kind of people. So sometime, the dilapidated structure, the government officer are sitting there at the age of 45, 50. They are not treating the people in the best possible way. So that's the situation which they are describing in this passage. The employment exchange where the babudam is there, where the government officials are very, very powerful, and now they have become irrelevant in the life of people. In the heart of nation's capital, the dilapidated structure you can see, and you can see the dirty passages manned with surly staff, and means like very batmi staff bol sakte ho, not treating people in the best possible way. And the next one, dekhiye guys, what do we have in the next one? And you can see now, like not surprisingly, job seeker hardly throng. Throng means like when you are gathering somewhere. Throng means like when you are gathering somewhere. Okay, why so many people are thronging there? Why so many people are thronging there? It means why so many people have gathered there. So like thronging, you can say paradoxically, not surprisingly, job seeker hardly throng these exchanges. Or obvious baat hai, when you're not getting job from there, so there people are not even approaching you. So surprisingly baat nahi hai, people are not thronging to these places. Paradoxically, paradox is the opposite of what we are saying. Paradox means we are progressing but we do not have jobs. Like suppose if someone say nation is progressing but we do not have jobs. So these both are the paradox statements. Paradox means like what you are saying and opposite to that. So paradoxically, when jobs are getting scarce due to pressure of liberalization, like it means ki when you can say that jobs are already going down because of the globalization. Globalization means like we are allowing other company to pitch in, we are allowing the supermarkets and all these kind of stuff, which is reducing. Sometime we can say that they are providing job, but on the other hand the small stores or other stores are getting the hit of that. So paradoxically, when the jobs are getting scarce due to the pressure of liberalization, job seekers are spurning. Ab spurning is in red, so I won't tell you the meaning till the time it comes as a question. So whatever is in the red, that is a question being asked as a vocabulary. So job institution are spurning an institution is intended to help them secure placement. So ये line जो हम will be discussing later on. Okay, the reasons are simple enough. Reasons बहुत simple है guys. Employment exchange still concentrate on the government and the public sector placement, which are fast losing ground in the labor market. So what we can say, they are concentrating only on the government job or the public sector, and we hardly have the government job or the public sector job. Public sector unit means like the ONGC, your GAIL, BAIL, SAIL, ये सब चीज जो है. So those are basically the public sector unit, and we hardly have any jobs available in those. and which are fast losing ground in the labor market. For most government job, eligibility criteria is still registration with the employment exchange. अगर आपको government job लेना है, still the criteria is to get registered yourself in the employment exchange. Very good. But what is the use of going through the formality of registration when government jobs themselves are dwindling? But ये चीज बताइए कि if I am going to get myself registered in that employment exchange and I am not going to get anything out of it, so what is the purpose of registration? You will never receive call from the employment exchange that can you come and take the job. So what is the purpose of just simply going there and getting myself registered? There is no purpose of that. Okay, when the government jobs are dwindling, dwindle मतलब होता है guys when something is diminishing. इसके we have very nice synonym for this, है ना? Dwindle करना, diminish होना, guys, decline करना, you can say declining. And there is a phrase on the wane. There is a phrase on the wane, on the wane. So there is a phrase which we can say on the wane, है ना? His popularity is on the wane. Now his movies are not hit. कोई हीरो है guys and his popularity is on the wane, so we can say that his popularity is declining, his popularity is decreasing, you can say that. Okay, चलिए now we'll move to the next slide guys. We'll move to the next slide. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, the placement affected by now where the figure comes, those are also very integral part of the passage. When you see some figures are coming, so those are very integral, and you will see a lot of questions coming from that particular part. So we need to be very careful when we are handling the figures, when we are handling the numbers in passage. So placement affected by all 939 odd exchanges in the country in 2001 was the order of 1.69 against the annual registration of 60 lakh. It means there were 60 lakh people who were getting registered and there were hardly 1.69 lakh people who were getting the job. Okay, according to 2009 in 939 odd exchanges. Okay, and you can see that there are too few jobs when the compared to the number of job seeker, the accumulated backlog of registration is close to 4 point. Means every year people get registered, but there are hardly certain people getting jobs. So overall accumulation of the, you can say, the unemployed people according to registration is 4.16 crore. Now we will move to the letter of the course does not indicate employment level as those registered with the employment exchange are not necessarily, but this number is inaccurate because suppose if I am registered to employment exchange or I am doing private job, so according to employment exchange I am berojgar, I am, you can say, the unemployed. So that is not correct. That is not correct. So 4.16 people probably might be uneducated from the government, might be unemployed from the government point of view, but please understand they are not, they may not be the unemployed because they might be doing the private job, they must be taking tuitions, they must be teaching somewhere, doing something else. So that can be the important part. So what we need to do, इसमें ध्यान रखना है guys, this figure 60 lakh out of 1.69, okay, and the 4.16 crore, and it is not important that 4.16 crores people are unemployed. We need to understand they may not be unemployed because they must be working somewhere in the private section. And now comes that how we can improve the situation on employment exchange. अब देखिए, now they're talking about how the employment exchange can be revamped. Revamped means the reconstruct करना. If you are revamping, you are reconstructing. Please understand. If you are revamping the employment exchange, you are reconstructing the employment exchange. How can the employment exchange be revamped? We need to look at it. The thinking of Union Labour Ministry is to transform them into Employment Promotion and Guidance Center. So this is also very important line that what the Union Labour Ministry is planning. Why don't you turn this employment exchange when you already have the infra, you already have people. So why don't you turn this employment exchange to some kind of employment promotion and the guidance center. The plans include modernization, changing the mindset of the people, staff, making them into effective instrument or monitoring, coordinating various employment generation and all that. So guys, ये उसी चीज की बात कर रहे हैं कि अब now what should they डू, व्हाट शुड दे डू, है ना। तो ये थोड़ा सा हमें ध्यान रखना है कि उन्हें अब क्या करना चाहिए, वो बात करी जा रही है, ठीक। सो नाउ दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दो स्टफ एंड सी दिस ऑब्जेक्टिव कॉल्स फॉर डेवलपिंग ए बेटर डेटाबेस ऑन द फास्ट चेंजिंग एम्प्लॉयमेंट सिचुएशन विद द कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कवरेज। सो नाउ दे आर मेकिंग इट मोर मॉडर्नाइजेशन and they are modernizing the employment exchange. They are promoting it. They are asking employment exchange to do some kind of promotion and become the guidance center. They can also become the counseling center where the people can come and counsel about their career and other stuff. So these are the certain changes the government is planning to make. Okay guys, chaliye last slide hai. We'll see to last slide what is the like the last points given in this particular passage. Okay, for instance, various economic senses are important source of information on changing employment profile of, say, the nation's capital. Far from being bureaucrat dominant, Delhi over the year has become an industrial metropolis. Delhi के बारे में बताया जा रहा है guys. This has become now the industry kind of stuff you can say. Okay, and like has become more of an industrial. According to the fourth economic census, manufacturing account 40%. Again, I am saying wherever you see figures, these are important part. 40% of the job जो है that comes from the manufacturing. Employment exchange in the capital thus have their work cut down notably to shift the focus away from the government and public sector. अब देखिए government और public sector से now the employment exchange is fixing focus towards the placement in the private sector. So now the employment exchange will also help to get the job in the private sector, especially in the manufacturing and the services, which is 40% of the total job. So if they work on that, they definitely will be able to provide more employment to the people. And now you can see especially in manufacturing and service, including the burgeoning retail trade sector. By doing so, they are better. They will better reflect the imperatives of the economic reforms and remain relevant in the today's time. So अगर ये ऐसा करते हैं, guys, ये words I'm not disclosing these words to all of you because I want you to crack it, okay? And later on at the end of the story, we'll definitely gonna get all these words. So manufacturing or services में they are providing the job and they're providing in the retail trade sector as well, so that they can become some relevant organization and they can help some people out. Now we have 8 questions regarding this passage. Overall idea, the employment exchange seems to be irrelevant these days and it is not providing job. It is not relevant to the people are not interested in employment exchange. So now the government plan is to do some reforms in the employment exchange and make some changes so that they come with a lot of modernization kind of stuff. They need to train their staff, need to prepare them for the counseling, and they have to target not only the government and the public sector job, now they are also targeting the private sector job. So these, and they are now looking for the manufacturing kind of stuff as well. So these are basically the key points of this passage. And how will you handle now this passage? Let's see, guys. The first question, okay, choose the word that is opposite in the meaning of the word spurn. गाइस देखिए, स्पर्न का मतलब होता है, अगर मैं बात करूं, व्हाट डू यू कॉल स्पर्न? स्पर्न मतलब जैसे इफ आई टॉक अबाउट विद मल्टीपल सेंटेंसेस, एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम स्पर्न द ऑफर ऑफ नासा. एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम स्पर्न द ऑफर ऑफ नासा. शी स्पर्न्ड माय ऑफर. आई स्पर्न द ऑफर ऑफ द कंपनी. सो स्पर्न इज बेसिकली, यू कैन से द आउटराइटली रिजेक्ट कर देना. Reject karna is basically called, the reject is called basically spurn. When you are categorically rejecting the offer, when you are giving the outright rejection to someone, I proposed her and she spurned my offer, right? So propose karke spurn means like someone is outrightly rejecting your offer, categorically rejecting your offer. So the job institute, like the people who were supposed to get job from the employment exchange, are spurning these institutions because they know they are not going to get job from the employment exchange. So spurn का मतलब होता है guys ठुकरा देना, लात मारना type में, you can say that. And now you have to find the opposite. We have to be very, very careful. They are asking for opposite. Okay, so when you are spurning something and the synonym is rejecting, and what would be the opposite of this? following, right? So you can say the following, right? So this could be the right antonym for this, because one way you are, rejecting someone, the second way you are following someone. Okay, next one, guys, we'll take the next question. Which of the following revamped rule? Now guys, revamped matlab, again I am saying the reconstruction rule, right? So when someone is giving the revamped, means it is reconstruct karna, you can say revamping karna. So which of the following revamped role can be entrusted to the employment exchange? If we make some changes in the employment exchange, what could be the revamped role that can be given to employment exchange? Means usko naya hum kya de sakte hain? What could be the new things that can be assigned to employment exchange? So guys, अब देखिए, conducting economic survey, oh I don't believe so, they are talking about. देखिए, and to reduce the number of exchanges, no, they are not talking about the revamp role. The modernization registration process, internet की ज़्यादा बात हुई नहीं है guys, right? Yes, a vocational training program or like the any other programs which can be conducted, the counseling program or all other related program, so that they are talking about if we revamp the employment exchange, that can be converted into the counseling centers, that can be converted into different other centers, right? So this could be the best option for the second one. Revamped role which can be entrusted is the conduct vocational training. Vocational is job related, okay? Vocational training is something which is job related, right? There is a word vocation and the avocation. Guys, there is a word avocation. Avocation is basically called as, what do you call avocation? Avocation is called part-time. Gardening is my avocation. Gardening is my avocation. Avocation is part-time and the vocation is basically called as the job related or the profession. Right guys, so the first one we have is, following the opposite. First one we have the following is the opposite, and the second one is the to conduct the vocational training program for the unemployed. Chaliye, the next one let's move to the next one. What can be inferred? Inferred means like you can say guess karna. Inferred matlab you can say the guess karna. Connote karna, guess karna, imply karna guys. Inferred matlab imply type में बोल सकते हो. What you can, it implies, what can you infer from the passage? It means what you can take out from the passage. Employment exchange outside Delhi. So guys, what idea you can get? The registration in them would be much less. ऐसी कोई बात ही नहीं हुई है गाइस कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट एक्सचेंज में उनके में रजिस्ट्रेशन बहुत कम है. Condition, their condition is worse? I don't believe so. Guys, if we see the entire passage, we will find that they are not even talking about the employment exchange outside Delhi. So they are more concerned about the employment exchange. They are talking about the nation's capital and the dilapidated structure, the surly staff. So they are not bothered about the employment exchange outside Delhi. Yes, they talked about there are 939 exchanges, but they are more concerned about the employment exchange within Delhi and the surly staff, dilapidated structure, dirty passages. So they are more concerned about the employment exchange in Delhi. So if I talk about inferred about the employment exchange outside Delhi, so they are not even bothered about it. So the right answer would be none of these. Right answer would be none of these, because they are not even talking about the employment exchange outside Delhi. Chaliye guys, let's go for the fourth one. We have the fourth one. Choose the word that is same in the meaning as imperative as used in the passage. Choose the word that is same in the meaning as imperative as used in passage. English has become imperative part of our life, and it is imperative for all the profession. Guys, if you are preparing for CLAT without English, it's a far-fetched dream. It's a far cry. Without English, we can never even think of going into the CLAT. all passages coming in English. We need to be voracious reader. Request to everyone, if you are preparing for CLAT, preparing for IELTS or any other exam you are preparing, please imbibe yourself into reading. I keep on reiterating this for multiple times. Reading is key to success this time in CLAT. Rest of the things are secondary. We have to be very focused towards reading. Okay guys, so imperative, which is very important. So reading is imperative, it means it is very important. So right answer is fourth का क्या आंसर बनेगा guys? Imperative means the one which is very important. Okay, now let's move to the next one guys, the fifth one. Choose the word which is same as the word secure. Now you have to find the meaning of secure. अब वहां पर जो सिक्योर वर्ड आया था गाइस, दे वर टॉकिंग अबाउट द जॉब सीकर्स आर स्पर्निंग द इंस्टीट्यूशन व्हिच हेल्प देम टू सिक्योर प्लेसमेंट. यानी जॉब सीकर्स जो है, दे आर किकिंग आउट दोज एम्प्लॉयमेंट एक्सचेंज, नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन दोज एम्प्लॉयमेंट एक्सचेंज जो उनकी जॉब लेने में मदद कर सकता है. दे कैन हेल्प देम आउट टू सिक्योर द जॉब. तो सिक्योर के लिए जो है गाइस वो क्या होगा? If you have to secure the job, पहले तो ये ध्यान रखना, people will come and mark the answer safe. Guys, if you are saving your job, so first of all, please understand you already have the job. You just have to save it. Okay? और वो भी इसमें भी जो safe है ऐसे V वाला होना चाहिए था, वो ज़्यादा सही रहता, right? But if you are like trying to secure the job, it means आपको job लेनी है. And if you want to get that job, so you need to obtain that job. So the right answer would be the obtain. Right answer would be the obtain one. Please ध्यान रखिएगा. And the burgeoning industries, burgeoning computer industry, ठीक है, burgeoning computer industry, burgeoning BPO industry. So guys, if anything is a burgeoning industry, that's a flourishing and the growing industry. If anything is burgeoning, that is flourishing and the growing industry. Right? So if I talk about burgeoning industry, so what we can call it as the flourishing industry, right? Or we have to find the opposite. Please understand. We have to find the opposite. Okay, so the opposite of burgeoning would be like if something is flourishing, so the other thing would be declining. So the opposite will be the declining, which is going down, right? Which is plummeting. Okay, which is plummeting, which is in tailspin, These are also very important word guys, you know. If the industry is plummeting, if the share market is plummeting, if the share price is plummeting and is in the tailspin, that means the share price is going down, share price is not in a good condition. So the opposite will be the declining guys. Please ध्यान रखिए, right? Okay, last two questions, and we'll be also looking at the one close test as well. We will be looking for one close test as well, so that we can get the better idea about it. Okay, last two questions guys. In order to remain relevant, like if the employment exchange has to be relevant, which of the following should be the focus of employment exchange? So what should be the right idea for employment exchange to remain relevant, so that people definitely go and register and job seekers are thronging there, job seekers are trying to get some job out of there. Okay, so अगर मैं बोलूँ which of the following should be the focus of employment exchanges, so what could be the right answers guys? To make effort to increase their registration? No, registration has never been the the case. Yes, second point is very valid, that they need to shift their focus or attention from public sector job or government job to where they need to shift the focus, they need to shift the focus to private jobs, manufacturing sector. अब देखिए यहाँ पर क्या आ रहा है, जॉब इन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इन पब्लिक सेक्टर. सो समटाइम वी रीड यार मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में वी हैव टू इंक्रीज जॉब, बट दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द पब्लिक सेक्टर, and the 40% sector is the private sector, you can say, which is providing job, or the manufacturing sector you can say, but not all the government sector. So यहाँ पर ये manufacturing word से sometime it is a trap which we need to take care of. So यहाँ पर जो आंसर आएगा guys, the right answer will be to shift attention to the private job, to reform exchanges by recruiting trained staff. They're not talking about to obtain more grants from the government. They're not even talking about the grants. Okay, so the right answer is 7 ka 2. Last question for today guys, for this passage. Which of the following is not true in the context of the passage? Which of the following is not true in the context of the passage? मतलब इनमें से कौन सा जो चीज है वो ट्रू नहीं है. देखिए पहले तो all of the above true दे रहा है, तो we need to find out whether all of the above are true or not. We need to find out whether all of the above are true or not. देखिए यहां से आते हैं, इन दिल्ली ओवर द ईयर्स मोर इंडस्ट्री हैव स्टार्टेड, एंड दिस इज ट्रू गाइज, है ना. दिल्ली हैज बिकम अ इंडस्ट्री हब एंड द लॉट ऑफ इंडस्ट्री विच रिसेंटली हैव स्टार्टेड इन दिल्ली. दिस इज ट्रू स्टेटमेंट. For government job, registration with employment exchange is required, and we saw that line guys. If you want to grab the government job, you need to get yourself registered with the employment exchange to get that job. So this is also true. This is also true. The annual placement arranged by employment exchange, the annual placement arranged by employment exchanges is less than 3 of the registration. Guys, we saw that there are 60 lakh jobs per year, and the only the 1.6 people or like something they are getting job, and I believe this is less than 3%. Okay, so this is also very correct. Okay, this is also very correct. So we are left with one option. If this is correct, we have to mark all of the above. Those who registered with employment exchange, inform them if they are able to get the job on their own. No guys, if anyone is getting job by their own, or like by his own or her own, like they're not going to give information to the employment exchange that I got my job and please cut my name from there. No, nobody is gonna inform them. So this line is incorrect. This line is not true. It means the answer for this would be 1. Answer for this passage would be 1. So हमें ध्यान रखना है guys, this is the right answer. This is the right answer. Okay, so right in the sense कि this according to the passage is not true. This according to the passage is not true. Okay guys, so this was the basic idea of the passage, and I believe if you want to crack any of the passage, first of all we must have sound comprehensive skills. It means we need to read the stuff, we should be aware of all the vocabularies given in the passage, we must have sound reading skills and the comprehensive skills. Okay, only then we can do better in that particular passage. Right guys, so we'll be moving to your cloze test. That is also integral part, although there was no cloze test this time in the CLAT, but for the other exam you can see this is a regular feature. Right guys, so what you need to do in this cloze test, first of all you need to understand the tone which is in the favor or the against of the overall idea and what we are trying to do here. Okay, so यहाँ पर guys what we need to understand in the cloze test, there is a word missing for 1. Okay, there is a word missing for 1. So what we need to do, out of range, depth, midst, ascents or debate, we have to pick one word and need to fix it up according to the situation. And we need to fix the word which is the best suited word, which I believe is the most important word here, right? So यहाँ पर आपको what we need to do guys here, we need to pick up the right word. And what I want to tell you in the close test, guys, take a brief idea about it, what they are talking about. And now you can see the, if I take the little bit idea out of it, so we can see the US is doing something which is related to financial waste, है ना, which टैक्स पेयर को कहीं ना कहीं उससे प्रॉब्लम होता है और बिलियंस ऑफ डॉलर्स उसमें जाते हैं. एंड दी हजार्डस प्रोडक्ट्स मल्टी मिलियन डॉलर पे चेक का कुछ ऐसे बात कर रहे हैं. सो वी गॉट द आइडिया. देयर इज सम लॉ इन द मेकिंग where the US is taking steps and they are taking action against the people who are spreading this pollution. And there is a super fund law which is supposed to be enacted, and now that they are taking some kind of decisions like this. So एक overall picture ऐसे आपको बनाना है. So US is in the, अब आपको क्या करना, what you need to do is to fix up the word. US is in the range of cleanup, depth of cleanup, midst of cleanup, a sense of cleanup, and the debate of cleanup. So guys, एक चीज समझिए, US is in the process of making law. Midst का मतलब होता है in the middle of. So US is in the middle of doing something. US is in the middle of doing something. It means US is in the middle of clean up the toxic financial waste. तो टॉक्सिक जो फाइनेंशियल वेस्ट है उसको क्लीन अप के वो मिडल में आ चुका है, यानी कुछ लॉ बना रहे हैं. दे आर टेकिंग सम डिसीजन दैट विल टैक्स पेयर $100 of billions. Guys, any step taken by government, any policy brought by government, so that is gonna cost to the taxpayer, because government is not earning, they are just collecting tax from the people and they are providing service to the people in return of the tax, right? So now the taxpayer को जो है, it is going to be the going to cost. टैक्स पेयर को बेनिफिट तो कुछ नहीं होगा गाइस क्लीन अप करोगे, बिकॉज वो बोल रहा है दैट विल डैश टैक्स पेयर $100s of billions. यानी टैक्स पेयर को क्या करना पड़ेगा, $100s of billions की कॉस्ट उठानी पड़ेगी. हाँ, देयर मे नॉट बी अ डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट, बट द टैक्स पेयर मनी विच वाज पेड टू द गवर्नमेंट, विच कैन बी यूज्ड इन द वेलफेयर स्कीम्स, विच कैन बी यूज्ड इन द like the education or employment generation, now it will be used for cleaning up the toxic waste. सो वो गवर्नमेंट को कॉस्ट करेगी गाइस ना. गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगी, दैट विल cost the taxpayer $100 of billions at the very least. The primary manufacturer of these hazardous product. अब देखिए क्या हुआ है, जो ये like the people who are spreading these what you can say these hazardous products, what they have done, they actually by spreading this litter, by this spreading this कूड़ा करकट, they are pocketing. अब यहाँ पर what we need to do, hesitate, come, defy, have, अच्छा sorry third में लेना है, donated, demanded, dwindled, spent और pocketed. So guys, the right word is that the primary manufacturer, they never donated anything, they never demanded anything. Dwindle, again मैं बोल रहा हूँ decrease करना, they did not spend like anything on this. Yes, they earned a lot of money by spreading this hazardous product. Guys, आपको भी पता है वो अपना कूड़ा फेंक देते हैं कहीं पे भी, and they are earning a lot of money. Now the government need to control them. With a super fund law, they need to pay for that. They need to ensure that they have pocketed a lot of money, तो उनको फिर पे करना पड़ेगा. चलिए, if I talk about this, देखिए fourth one में क्या बोल रहा है, so why shouldn't they to pay for their mop up. अब देखो इसको क्लीन अप कराना है, तो क्लीन अप के लिए क्यों ना जिन्होंने पैसा जेब में डाला, द पर्सन, द पीपल, द इंडस्ट्री हु अर्नड मनी by spreading this hazardous things, why can't they pay for that? So it means now government is planning, instead of taking or probably using the taxpayer money, the better idea is to take it from those people who are spreading these litter. So why shouldn't they? अब fourth one में guys देखिए बोल रहा है hesitate, come, defy means challenge करना, have और admit. Guys, you and I cannot go to the government and say that okay, I am doing some mistakes, so please take it from me, I admit my mistakes. People normally do not admit their mistakes, है ना. So ये ध्यान रखिएगा guys, why shouldn't they have to, क्यों ना उन्हीं से पे कराया जाए, government will be putting a lot of pressure that if you're spreading this, you will have to pay the price for this. So government is in the midst of doing something, okay, and it is going to cost the taxpayer, but the people who have pocketed a large amount, by spreading this, they have to pay now. Government is saying, why shouldn't they have to pay? क्यों ना उन्हीं से pay कराया जाए? And like this is after all what the US Congress dash in 1980 for dash of the actual toxic waste. So guys 1980 में जो है US Congress ने क्या करा है, refrain होता है to abstain from, commented जानते admonish is to scold someone. So US ने 1980 में एक decree बनाया. Decree होता है guys law, और यू कैन से दी डिक्टेट बोल सकते हो, एक तरीके से कमांड बोल सकते हो. सो यूएस कांग्रेस डिक्रीड इन 1980 फॉर, अब वो लॉ किसके लिए बना है, जो ये फैला रहे हैं, द पीपल हु आर स्प्रेडिंग दिस द हजार्डस प्रोडक्ट्स. सो किसके लिए बना है, फॉर द प्रोड्यूसर्स. सो आपको ये सेंस ऐसे लगानी पड़ेगी कि किससे काम हो रहा है, कौन करवा रहा है, क्या हो रहा है. सो यू नीड टू अप्लाई दिस इंटायर कॉमन सेंस इन दिस, एंड दिस अगेन इज एन इंटायर गेम ऑफ रीडिंग गाइस. ओके, इफ यू ऑलरेडी हैव वेरी साउंड नॉलेज ऑफ रीडिंग, सो यू ऑटोमेटिकली कैन पिक अप द राइट वर्ड बिकॉज द सेंस इज देयर, ओवरऑल कॉम्प्रिहेंशन इज देयर. ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन कह रहा है अंडर द सुपर फंड लॉ डैश. अब उस साल सुपर फंड लॉ क्या हुआ है गाइज, उस साल वो लॉ बनाने के लिए हम एक पर्टिकुलर वर्ड लेते हैं इनेक्टेड, इनेक्टिंग अ लॉ. सो सुपर फंड लॉ जो है वो इनेक्ट हुआ, ठीक है. एंड पॉल्यूटर्स क्या हुआ फिर, पॉल्यूटर्स अब क्या कर रहे हैं, उसको पे करना पड़ रहा है फॉर द मैसेज दे मेक, यानी जो गंद फैला रहे हैं, द पीपल दे आर स्प्रेडिंग द लिटर, दे आर स्प्रेडिंग दिस हजार्डस प्रोडक्ट. ओके, सो दे आर नाउ पेइंग फॉर इट अकॉर्डिंग टू द न्यू लॉ. सो यहां पर आंसर गाइस आया पे. And the next one is environmental lawyer E. Michael Thomas see no dash lawmakers could not demand the same of financial polluter. तो E. Michael Thomas जो वो कहते हैं यार कोई मुझे रीजन ही नजर नहीं आता है कि भाई जो फैला रहे हैं उनसे ले लो, बस सीधी सी बात है. इफ आई एम स्प्रेडिंग समथिंग और इफ आई एम लाइक थ्रोइंग कूड़ा करकट ऑन द रोड एंड ऑल दैट, सो आई शुड बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू पे फॉर दैट. So polluters पे आ गया and they see no reason. They see no reason the lawmaker could not demand the same from financial polluter. And अब देखिए यहां पर वो ante up होता है guys, to give something willingly. Ante up मतलब to give something unwillingly. Sorry. Right. सो यहां पर बोल रहे हैं एंड फोर्स देम, क्योंकि उन्हें प्रेशराइज किया जा रहा है that they need to pay some money, although definitely they are not going to give it with their own wish, so they will be forced to do that. तो कहीं ना कहीं वहां पर आंसर उस तरीके से बना सकते हैं गाइस हम. राइट, चलिए अब मैं थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर देता हूं. I hope you can see that. Okay, so this was the just एक idea ले लेते हैं guys. Let's go back again. US is in the midst of, यानी is in the middle of cleaning the financial toxic waste. That is definitely going to cost the taxpayer. That is definitely going to cost the taxpayer of the hundreds of millions dollars at the very least. The primary manufacturer of these hazardous product, they have definitely pocketed multi-million dollar out of it. And why shouldn't now they have to pay for it? अब उन्होंने इतना पैसा कमाया, now they have to pay for it. And that is the reason why US Congress is bringing a law. They are making a law, decreed, and who will be the effective party, and that will be the producers. So they are making a law for the producers, and under the Superfund law which was enacted in that year, polluters will have to pay. Polluters pay for the masses they make. Environmental lawyer sees no reason, they don't see no reason that why can't they pay for that. And you can see the last one is they are forced. Guys, they are forced. The last option is not available, the force. Right, so this is the overall idea of sorting it out. Again I am saying looking for shortcut, guys, in CLAT is not going to help you out, and you cannot just simply go by the tricks. That is also not going to help you out if you are going only for the tricks, guys. The most important thing that we all have to keep in our mind, guys, that is basically if I talk about the most important thing that we all have to keep in our mind, that is the overall picture has to be very, very clear. So guys, this is a small session from my side. My name is Deepak. Keep on reading and reading if you are looking for CLAT. Okay, and if you are looking for IELTS, please be very, very logical. Because I'm not saying in CLAT you're not supposed to be logical. Okay, in CLAT you are also supposed to be very logical, but IELTS is a very, very hard nut to crack. I'm not scaring you, but you need to get yourself better prepared for that exam. IELTS is a different game as compared to CLAT, but CLAT, I believe now, if you have very sound reading skills and you are doing it in that way, so the language like the difficulty of the the passage is not there. They are asking very, very simple passage on the current issue coronavirus pe. They might have asked 7-8 passages last time, and you can see the current issues. That's why I'm saying you need to read a lot about the current issues. That will help you in the GA part as well and the overall English part as well. Okay, so this is a small session from my side, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. My name is Deepak. Bye bye, guys.